Patrick Baumgartner is Bullis' leading assist man this season.
Alright. Hello, folks, and welcome to the Bullis Athletic Center here in the Bullis School in Potomac, Maryland, for tonight's game between the Bullis Bulldogs and the visiting St. Stephen-St Agnes Saints. Following the conclusion of the senior night ceremonies, we will begin basketball play. I'm Ilya Zhytomyrsky, alongside my cameraman and impromptu analyst, Henry. What do you have to say about these teams before they take the court tonight?
Well, I have to say that Bullis looking pretty good this year, but I think that St. Stephen's might be a tough opponent for them this year. This game.
Yes, the record may not show it. They're 14-7 with a 5-3 record in the IAC, but they still are stacked with a bunch of impact players, including Kristen DePauler, the wing, Denmark Slay, their senior and captain, who may be undersized by basketball standards, but probably has speed and a shot to compensate for it. They also have another captain, Dominic Bailey, the junior, and Charles Thompson, who is a 6'6" sophomore. He'll make Amsterdam and the other size players, including Kyrie Walker, have their hands full with his prowess on the glass. So what do you think will be the thing that that can put Bullis over the top?
I think that Bullis has a really great dribbling and three-point shooting game, especially with Votto and Lincoln. And I think that's what could put him over.
So you're saying that Bullis needs to get space to get their shots off and to have a chance to win. So what do you think the Saints will have to do to try and stop them?
Well, I think the Saints are going to have to close out and especially watch out for Votto. Votto is dangerous whenever he has the ball.
Yes, and we've seen some of the size advantage that the Saints have on both. What do you think they're going to? How do you think they're going to try to exploit that on defense and on offense?
I think they're going to try to drive it through the paint and definitely exploit their advantage on the glass.
Yeah, and if that's true, then I wouldn't be surprised to see Wataru Montari coming into this game because he could probably be the wild card off the bench.
That'd be sure would be cool.
Because having a player that big would definitely disrupt the Saints' inside game.
That for sure is correct.
And what do you think that Bulls will be trying to do on defense to stop Coach Ginyard and the St. Stephen-St. Agnes offense?
I think they're going to have to do their best to have them take shots instead of only just driving through the middle and using their side advantage.
Yes, that's definitely a key. However, Bullis is also a pretty multi-dimensional team because not only do they have Morrison Yider and a bunch of other snipers, they also have players who can pound the ball inside. So expect St. Stephen-St. Agnes to see a healthy dose of Walker Amsterdam and maybe even Montari. And that just about wraps up the pregame show. We'll be back for the national anthem lineup for the first half of basketball right after these messages on the Bulls Sports Network, brought to you by TheCube. Don't go anywhere.
Especially visitors fouls, so I think that if we could get into the update on how many fouls.
That's going to be tough for me to see also.
I know that I'll be reporting person fouls for these teams, but just remind me in case I forget.
Did they just bring back Collins? Did they just bring back Collins? Number 5?
I saw him last time in school.
Against Landon?
Yeah. He did play.
He what?
He did play. He got like 1 point, but he also had a few key assists.
And now we're getting ready for the starting lineups and for the first half of basketball. The teams complete their warm-ups. The officials make their final checks at the table. And the coaches are getting ready to give their final words of instruction and encouragement to the teams. And we'll have the starting lineups for you shortly. As Moore sinks a really long three-point shot, NBA style. Christian DePauler, 6'5", sophomore wing, probably a swing player based on Charles Thompson, the big man, a sophomore, probably will be taking the tip-off. Dominic Bailey, a junior, probably a speedster. Denmark Slay, a speedster and a shooter. And Miles Lewis will be the starter. And Vado Morris, the leading point scorer for Bullis, will be starting. Lincoln Yiter, a junior guard, a pretty darn good secondary scorer and also a shooter. Rafael Baumgartner, as Bullis will be going three-guard attack. And Thomas Baltimore will be listed as a guard, but he's still a pretty good post-hit player. And Kyrie Walker, a swing man, likely to take the opening tip-off. And we're now getting set for our national anthem. And now, following our national anthem, we will get set for the first half of basketball. As these Bullis Bulldogs, they'll be going from left to right across your screen. The St. Stephen-St Agnes Saints will be going in the opposite direction, from right to left. Bullis left to right. And as predicted, Charles Thompson into the center jump ball circle for the Saints. And we'll see who will come to oppose him, probably number 11.
How do you know when your earsets are on?
Well, if I hear beeping, then I know something's wrong. It's going to show red and beep, like
So it is on.
yeah. Okay. Walker and Thompson are in the circle. The umpires have reported. And the ref points out the directions. And we are underway. St. Stephen-St Agnes wins the opening tip. But Morse secures the ball now. 7 minutes, 53 seconds. Morse trying to get past his man. Pass goes up for Yiter. Yiter being guarded very closely by Slay. He now throws inside for Baltimore. Baltimore down low. He's trying to cut up against Thompson. And a foul. That's an offensive foul called against Thomas Baltimore. And with 7:41, there is some momentum now for the St. Stephen-St Agnes Saints. As now Slay will inbound the ball. Denmark Slay finds Dominic Bailey. Bailey now trying to dribble left-handed past Morse. Bailey now a crossover move. He goes into the corner. Pass for Thompson. He misses. Rebound covered up by Baltimore. Baltimore finding Morse now. 7:23. Game is scoreless. Harry Walker for three. Bang! He hits it. And an immediate timeout taken. Let's see. Well, the clock was stopped in error. Well, it was a 2 apparently. Walker may have had his foot and out of bounds. The ball will be going towards Bush. There was an error apparently because Walker must have had his foot on the line because one official called 3, another called 2. It was resolved and it will be a 2-point shot. Now this is Rafi Baumgartner. He crosses the B. He's facing up against DePauler. Pass goes for Yider. Yider now cuts to his left. He's being guarded by Slay. Yider guarded very closely. He has to dribble. Pass for Baltimore. He had almost trickled out of bounds. Baltimore being guarded closely by Thompson. He recovers the ball. He tries to get past Thompson, but a foul is called against the big man from St. Stephen-St. Agnes. And that's a block. One foul so far for each team. Bullis up by 2. 6:50 remaining here in the first quarter of play. Pass is complete. Baumgartner in a double team. He finds Walker. Walker pass out. 3 for Morse. Off the rim. Rebound now recovered. This is Slay. Slay pass up ahead. And a shot, and it is missed. Number 13 tried for it. That was Miles Lewis. And now a stoppage of play with 6:31 to go. Bullis leading St. Stephen-St. Agnes 2-0. Now, Henry, what have you noticed so far in this game?
I've noticed that when people have been trying to drive inside, has clearly not been successful. And neither team has established dominance.
And just as you say that, Charles Thompson with a dunk has tied the game. 6 minutes, 15 seconds to go. But that was due to some great efforts by the Saints trying to space the Bulls defense out. Still, this is Morse being guarded by Bailey. Passes back for Walker, inside for Yider. Game tied at 2, 17 on the shot clock. Pass completed with 6 minutes remaining in the quarter. Inside for Walker, for Yider. Yider, the reverse layup, and he will score on the finger roll. 5 minutes, 50 seconds, Bulls up 4-2. This is DePauler. Christian DePauler trying to escape Yider. Ball tips. Baumgartner with a steal. Ahead for Morse. Morse will lay it in. Good job. And now Bullis picking up 2 more points. They lead 6-2. Pass to the wing for Lewis. And the three-pointer is off the rim as Baumgartner picks up the rebound. This is now Vado Morse. Bulls leading 6-2. 5:22 to go. Morse to the corner. A long 3-point shot. No good. Tipped. Rebound recovered by Yider. Yider has it. Passes to the corner to Baumgartner. Baumgartner for Yider for 3. Bang! And as he has scored 5 points, the Saints here take a timeout. At 5:07 remaining in the period. And we'll be back right after these messages. And the Saints and Bulldogs now retake the court. Now, what have you noticed here early in this game that Bullis has been able to do?
Well, Bullis is putting the ball through the hoop more than the other team. I mean, it's pretty simple.
Yeah, and that's pretty much the answer, but they've been able to get themselves open for good chances, which the Saints have not done so far with the exception of Thompson's dunk. Pass inside to Slay to Thompson. But a traveling violation called. 4:48 to go. The score remains the same, 9-2 as C.J. Amsterdam will substitute into the game for Bullis. Maybe Bullis trying to counteract Thompson with some bigs of their own. And pass is complete. This is Morse. Morse finding a man. He is Baumgartner. Baumgartner, long pass in for Amsterdam. Amsterdam pass for Walker. for two. He scores. 11-2. Ball now controlled by Lewis. It's tipped, but Lewis still regains the ball. Ball goes now to Slay. Slay charging against Baumgartner. It's taken away. Yiter on the move. He will score 2 points. He now has 7 points, and Bullis has really turned this game around. 13-2 pass to the corner to Lewis, and an attempt made, but Bailey could not convert. Still a foul against C.J. Amsterdam. And the first free throw is good from Bailey. And now, with 4:07 remaining, Bullis leads 13-3. Bailey shoots and scores again. 2 points for him, 4 for the Saints. Baumgartner completes the pass to Morse. Morse, a long lob for Amsterdam. Amsterdam cuts to the corner for Yiter. Yiter offers up for Amsterdam. A lob across. A shot by Baumgartner for three. Off the rim, it rolls away. Rebound now taken away. This is DePaula. DePaula finds 33. He hit White, and it's passed, but it goes back to DePaula. DePaula rolls, spins to Thompson. He tries to go up, but no success against Amsterdam. Still a foul is called. And C.J. Amstelm's in disbelief as he's called for the hold. And the first shot is no good. Thompson can't hit the free throw. Meanwhile, Xavier Lipscomb is substituted into the game. And now we see Baltimore coming back to replace Amsterdam. And the second shot is good as Thompson's bid rolls through. He now has 3 points. 13-5 the score is in favor of Bullis. Morse from Baumgartner. Baumgartner trying to elude Lipscomb. The pass is complete. Morse goes up. Baltimore saves it to Baumgartner. Baumgartner for Yiter. Yiter cuts to his left now. 15 on the shot clock. Yiter for Walker. Walker to the corner. For Baltimore. For Baumgartner. The floater is no good. The rebound off the rim is secured by Thompson. Now he goes the other way. This is Xavier Lipscomb. Lipscomb. He finds the man that's DePaula. The return pass from Lipscomb and back to him. He's trying to get by Walker. This is Bailey. Dominic Bailey has it. 13 on the shot clock. 2 minutes 53 in the quarter. 13-5. Shot by Lipscomb. Missed. Rebound not taken away by Bullis. This is Lincoln Yiter. Yiter with a laser pass for Baumgartner. Baumgartner. He doesn't shoot. Now Morse doesn't shoot. He has the ball. Will exchange with Baumgartner. Look for three. Off the front rim. Not enough juice. Lipscomb will take it back now. 2 minutes, 30 seconds. Ball put on the floor. This is Morse going back the other way. Morse will shoot, and he is fouled. And with 2:27 left. And that's an illegal use of hands foul against Jared White. It's his first of the game. And a chance for 2 more points for Vado Morse. Shot is in. Morse makes his 3 for himself. 14 for the team as they now lead the Saints by 9. And here's the shot. Morse makes him 4 for himself. 15 for the Saints. And some error and some difficulty in administering the throwing by the Saints, but they do. This is Lipscomb with the ball. Lipscomb exchanges with number 13. That is Miles Lewis. Lewis has it. Lewis being trapped by Yiter. Pass inside for Thompson and tipped away and out of bounds by Colin Lewis. The Saints keep possession, but it's a good defensive play to deny an easy chance. Pass inside by Lipscomb. Lipscomb finding White. White returns the ball to Lipscomb. Lipscomb shoots a three off the rim. Rebound now secured by Smith, but a foul is now called. And another foul against Jared White. What do you think the St. Stephen-St. Agnes forward is doing wrong to be fouling so much in the early goings? Well, Smith is contested. Now it goes to number 5, Colin Lewis. Lewis at 15 on the shot clock. Receives a screen from Walker. Sets it back up for Morse. Now Morse is closely guarded. Now he starts the dribble. Screen by Walker. Morse off balance. Three. Good! 18-5. An unbelievable shot by Vado Morse. Sometimes wow is all you can say. As that pass is completed by Slates. To Lewis, it's tipped. And Morse with another jaw-dropping play. A steal. A shot. A score again. A long two. And he now has 9 points for himself in the game. And with 20-5, it looks like this game is getting out of hand. Lipscomb Lewis off the rim, rebound tipped away. And Bullis now has the ball with 1:08. As we see a bunch of substitutes coming in for the Saints. So do you think it's more of them shooting themselves in the foot or more of Bullis playing well to stop their strengths?
I think at first it was just Bullis playing well, but I think now that they're just shooting themselves in the foot.
Yeah, and what do you think they need to shore up to get better in the second quarter? And Walker shoots, misses. Rebound is now recovered. This is Denmark Slay. Slay takes it across the B. A pass, a shot for three by White off the rim. Walker tries to get the rebound, but it's now fought for, out of bounds. And Bullis gets the ball. 45.7 seconds left, up 20-5. Pass is complete. This is Lewis finding Morse. Morse cuts his way through several men. Throws up a pass. Walker back, receives the return pass, and a dunk! And a dunk, 22-5. That was an exclamation point. This is Slay. Denmark Slay finds a man in DePauler. DePauler has it. He goes up for the shot, and the layup is no good. Rebound recovered by Lewis. Lewis for Walker. 14 seconds remaining. He's slowing down to get his teammates some time and space. Phelps Smith has it. Returns the ball to Morse. 6 seconds, 5 seconds, time for one last shot. Morse, the long three is good! The NBA range shot scores, and St. Stephen-St. Agnes tries for a miracle reply. And at the end of one quarter, Vado Morse is shooting lights out with 12 points. Lincoln Yater is 7, and Kyrie Walker is 6. What do you think the Saints have to do to try to stop such a dynamic offensive team?
I don't think there's very much that they can do at this point. I mean, just basically keep the ball out of Vado's hands, because Vado can't really miss right now. It's kind of insane.
Yeah, Henry, that's definitely a good assessment, but other than the beginning parts of the game, the Saints have not had a consistent offensive attack.
I think they're a little bit overwhelmed right now.
Yeah, if you're Coach Ginyard, what would you suggest that the Saints team do?
I would say that they need to calm down and run the plays like they do in practice. Is what I would say.
Yeah, and what would you say if you were Kelly on the Bullis sideline?
Say keep doing what you're doing, keep the pressure on, and don't let them feel like they can be comfortable.
Yeah, good words, Henry, and we'll be back right now for the start of the second quarter. St. Stephen-St. Agnes will be receiving the ball as Bullis got control off the initial jump ball. And the pass is complete. That is Jamal Barnes finding a man in Slay. Slay, pass outside. Pass inside, and a score. Charles Thompson picks up 2 more. Now he has 5 on the game. 25-7, Vado Morse. And now this is Lewis. And I think that the Saints are trying to take your advice to heart and play more pressure defense. And it looks like a 3-second call against Bullis will give the ball to St. Stephen-St. Agnes. 7:36 to go. Pass is complete. This is Ephraim Reed for Denmark Slay. Slay now cuts to his left, now to his right. Pass is complete to DePauler. Christian DePauler throws it up, caught by Barnes. Barnes to Slay. To DePauler, back for Slay. Slay tries to cut, and a shot! It is no good, but a foul is committed. It looks like Baltimore may be the guilty party. And yes, it is. It's the second foul for Thomas Baltimore. And now we'll see Lincoln Yiter checking back into this game. Well, Denmark Slay has a chance to score his first 2 points of the game, but how surprised are you to see that he's been a non-factor?
I'm pretty surprised considering that he is, well actually I'm not that surprised considering how well Bullis has been putting the pressure on St. Stephen.
Yeah, definitely. Well, he just scored his first point on a free throw. Let's see if he gets his second. He does! He gets the friendly roll. And it took until the second quarter to get Denmark Slay on the board. Still a very good defensive effort by both so far. Rafi Baumgartner completes the pass for Yiter. Yiter to Smith. A long shot from downtown by Morse is good. 28-9. And this Morse is really lights out. 15 points so far in the early going. The shot, it rolls off. Thompson has it. Thompson. And a foul is committed. And this is Kyrie Walker committing another foul. Well, this is the flip side of the defensive coin for Bullis. They've played good defense, but they've also made questionable fouls at questionable moments. Shot by Barnes, and he is fouled.
They have to find the balance between keeping the pressure on and being too aggressive.
Yeah, that's true. As Phil Smith picks up his first foul. There's now 6 fouls, 1 more, and the Saints are in the bonus and can shoot for any foul besides a player control foul by Bullis. And the shot by Barnes is good. And Jamal Barnes, the freshman, records his first point of the game. 28-10 now in favor of Bullis. And Barnes will score twice. And 28-11 is the score. Vado Morse has the ball on the B. In for Yiter. Lincoln Yiter trying to shake his man. He's opposing number 3. He still has the ball. Passes it off now for Baumgartner in the nick of time. For Morse. Morse! He misses. And whoa, it looked like Slay got fouled his own player, but you're never going to see a GAT call. Still a travel with 6:18 to go. Bullis now gets a fresh possession. And now some people in the Bulls student section are starting to chant air ball. 6:18 to go. 28-11 Bullis. Pass is complete for Baumgartner. Baumgartner being harassed by his opposing number 1, DePauler. Now he crosses the division line. Morse looking to come up and... No, he doesn't set a screen. He just receives the handoff. And now Morse starts his dribble. Morse tries to get past Barnes. Pass is complete for Yiter. Yiter pivots. Throws up for Walker. Out for Smith. To the corner. This is Baumgartner. For Morse. Inside. Walker shoots. Air ball. And it's blocked. This is DePauler. He'll be taking it the other way. 5:45 to go. 28-11. Bulls by 17. Still a chance. Number 3 has it. That is Ephraim Reed. Pass to Barnes. And a long shot by DePauler. No good. Rebound. Walker tipped it. Now Yiter has it. 5:30 to go. It's a 17-point lead for Bullis. This goes out to Baumgartner. Baumgartner receives a return pass from Smith across to Morse. Morse has missed only 1 long shot this game. And a foul is called. Surprising seeing the offensive foul against Bullis. What do you think that call was for?
Can't say that I saw.
Well, actually, the call was actually against Thompson. This is Yiter. Yiter fans Baumgartner. This is the first foul of the game for Thompson. The second foul for Thompson. Making notes. A shot. Barnes actually committed the foul. Now he has the rebound. Now we're going the other way. Shot by Barnes. Goes out of bounds. 28-11. And with 4:56 play stopped. That was a bizarre sequence of action. What do you think the St. Stephen-St Agnes player was trying to do there?
I don't know. I think they were trying to get an easy bucket.
Oh, and that is taken away. But unfortunately, Walker stepped out of bounds.
They're trying to get an easy bucket, and Kyrie said no.
Well, unfortunately, Kyrie gave it right back to them by stepping out of bounds. And now this is Bailey. Passes. He tried to find Barnes. It tipped out of bounds with 4:49 to go. 28-11 for Bullis. 25 seconds on the shot clock. Dominic Bailey looks to throw it up, and he hits his man. And that's a foul.
Very clear foul right there.
Yes, Christian DePaul pushed off his man. And now, how many fouls does this St. Stephen-St. Agnes team have?
They have 5.
Yes, 5 fouls. Both teams now getting closer and closer to the bonus in this half. This is Baumgartner for Morse for 3 from the corner off the rim. But he hits the top of the backboard, so it's out of bounds with 4:40 remaining. A little bit unlucky. And the pass is completed. Slay finds Bailey, captain to captain. Dominic Bailey leaves it back for DePaul. Christian DePaul with a floater, he scores. 2 points for him, and he's on the board. Now it's a 15-point game. This is Vado Morse with the ball. Morse trying to elude Barnes. Morse now on the B logo. A substitute getting set to check in the game. That is Ephraim Reed. Inside for Yider. Yider for Baumgartner. An awful lot of touching, but a travel called against both. That's surprising because it for sure looked like Bailey committed a foul.
That is definitely true.
Well, this is Reed. Ephraim Reed passing for Denmark Slay. Slay now challenging Morse. 25 seconds. Pass goes across to DePauler. DePauler in for Reed. Into the corner for Barnes. For Slay. And a foul is committed. And now that is Charles Thompson surprised at the foul. And it sure looked like Anselm pulled down Thompson, but Thompson got Anselm with the elbow, and so that's another foul for him. His second. And now he's out of the game.
Everyone on the team clearly getting tired of it.
Yes.
That call, being riled up by that call.
Yes, and now both teams within striking distance of the bonus should one more foul be committed. This is Morse. Vado Morse. He cuts. 3:53 remaining. Both teams need to calm down, play their game. Barnes challenging Morse very closely. Morse trying to put on a few dribble moves to shake Barnes off him. He drives to inside. A lot of contact, no foul. And Baumgartner tried for the rebound, unsuccessful. This is Barnes, Jamal Barnes finding a man, and a drive, and a foul is called. And that is Lincoln Yider called for the foul. I don't believe it. And now Denmark Slay has the chance to increase his points total. He shoots the first and scores. He now has 3 points, 28-14. Bulls outscoring the Saints exactly by double. And the second free throw is good. Now he has 4. 28-15, 3:32 remaining. This is Lincoln Yider. Yider now trying to elude his man. And he cannot get past Slay. Slay still challenging him. Slay awfully close to be draped to him. He falls down, pass across. The Bulls fans clearly calling for a foul. This is Baumgartner. Finding Morse. Morse lobs it up for Walker. He has it. Spin. Shot. Score. 30-15. Now it's exactly double. And Walker makes it 8 points for himself. 30-15. Pass by to the Pollard, shot missed. Rebound recovers by Slay. Slay trying to dribble his way free from Yider. 26-25 on the shot clock. 2:54 on the game clock in the second quarter. Pass goes for Ephraim Reed. Reed, and it's tipped away. Yider and company on the floor. But a travel called now against Bullis. I'll call this against St. Stephen-St Agnes, but oddly enough, he was pointing in their direction. And now, this is Baumgartner. Baumgartner finds Morse. This is the usual combination on both throw-ins. Morse made Barnes really slip. Still, Barnes back onto him like white on glue. To Baumgartner. To Walker. Walker now trying to elude DePaulo. Walker! Air ball. Ball is recovered now. This is Slay. To Barnes. A long pass up ahead for DePaulo. DePaulo in a double team. Pass is complete. The substitute has it. He will score. That is Michael McEnany, the fourth. He picks up 2 points for his team. 30-17. And a foul will be called. And that is a foul call against Jamal Barnes, his second. And now both teams are in the bonus with 2:09 remaining. As Colin Lewis will check into the game, replacing Kyrie Walker. 1-1. And the shot is in. You do not want to follow Vado Morse if he's been hitting his shots from downtown, as he scores his 16th point with the free throw. 31-17. Can Morse hit number 2? He most certainly can. 17 points for him. 32 for the Bulldogs. And his scoring output equals that of the entire Saints team. What a surprise. Pass complete from DePaulo to Slay. Inside for Barnes to DePaulo. And he will be fouled. And that's an illegal use of hands call against Lincoln Yider. It's his second of the game. And we will now see Kyrie Walker getting ready to check back into the game as the first shot misses. DePaulo can't hit the free throw. Can he hit the second? Yider checks out of the game. 1:55 remains. Bullis by 15, 32-17. And the shot by DePaulo is off the back rim. Rebound recovered by Bullis. This is Walker. Finding Morse. Vado Morse with 17 points in the first half. He crosses the division line. 1:44 to go. Pass. And Walker can't secure it. It's taken the other way. Barnes will score. 2 points, more points for Jamal Barnes off the assist by Denmark Slay. Ball not taken by Vado Morse. 1:30 to go. 32-19. It's a 13-point game. Morse for Walker. Walker now has it. Pass for Morse. Morse goes up on the floater, and he is fouled. What an awkward landing for Bullis' leading scorer.
St. Stephen clearly believes that it was a flop.
Yes, but no flop, as Barnes guilty of his third foul. You can see a pretty clear push from here. And Morse gets the friendly roll. 18 points for him now. One more free throw and he makes it 19 with 1:21 remaining. And that would be equal to St. Stephen-St Agnes' total scoring output. And the shot rolls in. He has 19. Now, how surprising is this that Vado Morse's output is equal to the output of the entire opposing team combined?
He's an animal. He really is another beast.
And Reed, if Reed makes the pass, DePaulo gets the friendly roll. 34-21. 1 minute, 2 seconds to go. Pass complete to Morse, exactly a minute remaining. He's trying to elude his man. He does. And, he takes a spill, but is called for the travel with 54.9 seconds. And Coach Kelly is clearly unhappy with that call. Still, he's reminding his Bulls players of the defense to be played. Pass is completed now for Denmark Slay. Slay in for McEnany the fourth. McEnany. Ball now with the power in for McEnany in the post. And McEnany tries to get it. It's tipped away. Morris for two. He scores! Carl Lewis gets his name now on the score sheet. Kyrie Walker. 8 points now. It's taken away. This is Phil Smith with a steal. Smith for Morris for three. Bang! 21.1. 39-21. We need a timeout.
After that bucket that Colin just had, he was limping all the way back to the sideline. So clearly hurt on that.
Yes.
Recovering from his previous injury.
Yeah. So it's good to see some scoring from your bench. But Silvano Morse now has 22 points after that long bomb. Pass across. Reed finds his man in play, but it was not easy. Ball for DePaula. For Reed. He goes up for the shot. He scores with 4 seconds remaining. 39-23. And the half will end. Bullis 39, St. Stephen-St Agnes 23. So what do you think changed for the Saints in the second quarter?
I think that they were slightly more locked down defensively, but I think the difference was they were able to maybe force themselves in the middle a little bit more. Clearly their shots aren't really working all that well, and they're mostly getting all their points from layups and stuff, and little floaters and jump shots from 2-point range.
Yes, that's definitely a big difference. So what do you think Bulls needs to do to keep their pedal on the metal and not let themselves relax too much with this big lead? What do you think they need to do to close out the last 2 quarters of this game with the win?
Well, I think that they need to keep St. Stephen's on their feet and keep forcing them to do their best to drive to the middle, because again, we still do have those shot blockers in the middle, like Kyrie, sorry. I believe that they're looking pretty good, and all they gotta do is just continue what they're doing.
Yeah, Henry, thank you for your insights, and we'll be back for the halftime show. Brought to you by Geico. 15 minutes can save you 15% or more on car insurance. Visit us on the web at www.geico.com. All right, and hello, folks, and welcome back to the Bull Sports Network, brought to you by TheCube for tonight's halftime show. For those of you who are just tuning in, Bullis dominated the first quarter, outscoring St. Stephen-St Agnes 25-5, and then in the second quarter, St. Stephen-St Agnes picked up 18 points. Bullis only picked up 14, but because of their hot start, it was enough to still maintain a commanding lead. So, Henry, what do you think some of the trends in this past half of basketball were?
I think some of the trends have just been Bullis dominating almost every aspect of this game, and St. Stephen's almost being suspect to all of Bullis' dominance, and just kind of reigning in the shadow of that, basically.
Yes, and you can definitely see that because their starters, the most scoring for any one of them is for Charles Thompson with 5, and even now he ended up with 2 fouls in the half. So to what can you attribute Bullis' containing St. Stephen-St Agnes' scorers?
I think they're relying on driving to the middle, and Kyrie has just been a dominant force, blocking and just giving them no easy shots in there. So I think they're a little bit intimidated and just aren't having much luck at this point.
Yeah, and what can you say about the play of Bullis' starters? Like Rafi Baumgartner has not scored, but he clearly looks to be setting his teammates up for points.
Yeah, I think that's what he's been doing most of the season. I mean, this is what he's doing well, and all you really have to do at this point is just beat Votto. He's on fire right now, so I don't think they should have too much of a difference in game plan besides moving the ball around and getting open shots like they have.
Yes, and what do you say about like Lincoln Yater, Kyrie Walker, Colin Lewis getting secondary points? Do you expect like more Bullis players to show up on the score sheet as this game continues?
I sure do. As the lead extends, I believe that they should and probably will put in other players to get some solid playing time and probably put some points up on the board as well.
Yes, that's definitely defense has been a big factor for this Bullis team. And how do you think they've adjusted once St. Stephen-St Agnes got in the bonus defensively?
I think that they were more cautious and let the play out a little bit more instead of just going up there and swatting everything.
Yes, and with that in mind, how do you think that Bullis will be playing out the second half on defense?
I think that they're going to take much of the same approach, be aggressive, but not too much aggressive.
Yes, and I certainly agree with that assessment. And finally, as the Saints come back out onto the floor to start the second half, what do you think St. Stephen-St Agnes side will have to change up if they want to catch up to Bullis and make this game competitive?
I think they're going to have to change up a whole lot more because they're clearly overwhelmed. And Bullis is just an overpowered force at this point, making a lot of their shots. And they don't look very good right now.
Yes, expect them to try to put out a smaller lineup, try to space out the floor, but still, we'll see what Coach Ginyard and his bunch do to try to stop Bullis from lighting up the scoreboard the way they've been doing for most of this game. And we'll be back for the start of the third quarter right after these messages here on the Bullis Sports Network. Welcome back for the start of the third quarter. The teams have now changed directions. Bullis will now be heading from right to left. St. Stephen-St Agnes from left to right, and Bullis will receive the ball to start the third quarter in the second half of basketball. Morse and Baumgartner will be the most likely pair here on the inbound passes. They have been pretty much all season. And the pass is complete. Morse is Baumgartner. Baumgartner crosses the division line. 7 minutes, 53 seconds to go. Pass goes across for Yider. Yider trying to escape from Slay. Yider now moves to the left. Hands the ball off for Walker. Kyrie Walker now on Slay. Walker starts the dribble. Walker moves back for Baltimore. Across for Morse. Morse now being guarded closely. Now a double team pass. It goes to the corner now for Baumgartner. A lob to Yider for three. Off the rim. And ball trickles out. Walker goes up and under and in with the foul. 41-23 Bullis now with 7:25 remaining. And now Walker is on the board as a 10-point scorer. And this is the third foul for Charles Thompson. How do you think this will affect the defensive efforts? How do you think this will affect the defense for St. Stephen-St Agnes, having their big man with 3 fouls at this point in the game?
Well, I think they already look really bad with him. So I think they're really just pandering for anything at this point. They just look terrible.
Yeah. Yes, indeed. Walker makes the free throw. Now it's tipped away. Baumgartner almost had the steal, but Slay recovered just in time. That was the ball, 12 on the shot clock. Finds a man. This is Bailey. Bailey with a shot. He misses. Ball held, and it will be going towards St. Stephen-St Agnes, but it won't benefit them much. As with 7:01 remaining in the third quarter, they have 6 seconds on the shot clock, so they need to put up a shot quickly. This is DePaula out for Slay. Ball on the ground, and a shot clock violation, and another bounce violation. Give the ball to Bullis. So that possession was pretty much doomed from the word go. 6:54 remaining. Pass completed from Baumgartner to Morse. 6 minutes, 50 seconds to go. Morse facing off against Bailey. Throws the ball up for Yider in the corner. Yider. Pass goes to Morse. Morse now pivoting. Starts the dribble left hand and now goes to his right hand. And a foul apparently called. And that is a block against Ephraim Reed. And now that's his first foul. No, excuse me, that is Bailey. That's being called for the foul. Pass completed. This is Walker to Baumgartner, guarded by his opposite number 1. And another. Whoa, that's a travel?
Yes, that was a travel. I thought his feet were stuttering.
But that was because DePaula pushed him. Kind of a surprising call at this point in the game. And a man falls down. That's DePaula. Ball on the ground. Baltimore has it now. Morse moves the ball up for Yider. Long 2-point shot. No good. Rebound is taken away. This is Dominic Bailey. Bailey down the right-hand side. Bailey shoots and scores on the layup. 4 points for him. 42-25. And Morse out off balance. Shoots and is fouled with 6:07 to go. And this, what number was he signaling? I couldn't tell. Like 13?
I couldn't see either.
And that shot rolls off. Morse couldn't hit the shot. Now we have 2 substitutes entering the game. That is Reed and Lipscomb coming in. As DePaula and Slay come off. And now Morse will hit the shot. 21 points. 21 points now. The pass is completed. This is Reed. Ephraim Reed. Passes goes back in for Bailey. Dominic Bailey has it. Up for Lipscomb. Lipscomb to the corner for Lewis. Lewis inside. Reed tries to roll, but a traveling violation. He picked up his third foot and put it back down. That's a no-no with 5:52 remaining in the third quarter. Baumgartner finds Morse. Morse now has the ball. Now he starts his dribble. 26 seconds on the shot clock. 5 minutes, 45. What a move. He left Bailey behind in the dust, but Bailey recovers. Morse pass across for Yider. Yider has it. He's being guarded by Lipscomb. Yider has to put the ball in the goal. Whoa, what a move. Yider, Baumgartner, Morse, the off-balance floater goes in. 23 points for Vado Morse. 25% Stephen-St. Agnes. Bulls by 20. 5:20 remaining. Bulls 45. Stephen-St. Agnes 25. And a shot by Bailey, but a foul. First foul of the half against Bullis. And that is the third foul against Lincoln Yider. It's not a good sign if one of your top secondary scorers is in potential foul trouble. As Bailey hits his first free throw. He now has 5 points as Miles Lewis comes off to be replaced by Jamal Barnes. 45-26, and the shot by Bailey rolls out. Walker had the rebound, now Yider, now this is Baumgartner, Rafi Baumgartner. Pass for Walker, up and under, he's trying to go up, but McEnany with a foul. And 2 shots now for Bullis as Kyrie Walker comes up to the line with 5:07 remaining. And he will score the first free throw. 12 points for him. As Lewis will check into the game. And the second shot by Walker is no good. 12 points for him, though. This is Lipscomb. Xavier Lipscomb now dribbles to the left. Pass is complete. This is Barnes. Jamal Barnes, it's taken away. What a play by Vado Morse. Morse has the ball. Pass. Baumgartner for 3. It rolls off. McEnany. Ball was tipped out of his grasp by Bullis, although he had the rebound. And with 4:46 to go, it's Saints ball as C.J. Armstrong checks into the game to replace Thomas Baltimore. Bulls now leads by 20 points. Pass is completed. This is Lipscomb finding Bailey. Back to Lipscomb. It goes in for Reed. And a pass from Dominic Bailey to Reed, but a foul will be called. And that is Michael McEnany with his second foul. He must have elbowed a Bullis player out of the way. This is Morse. Vado Morse has the ball. He's facing his defender. Whoa, what a spin move he puts on. He goes up with a pass. Baumgartner does not shoot. He leaves it for Lewis instead. Bang, it rolls in. Count the basket. 5 points now for Colin Lewis. And that foul is against Kyrie Walker. Now, what exactly did he do to get called for the foul?
Can't say that I saw.
All right. And now the ball will be awarded to St. Stephen-St. Agnes. If from Reed completes the pass for Slay, receives the return pass. He goes up for Barnes. Barnes passes the ball inside to McEnany. This is DePauler for Slay. Slay now double teamed back for DePauler. For Reed, from Reed, he will not shoot. No. He goes to the floor instead. Pass for Barnes. He gets the layup to go. He now has 6 points. 49-28. 21-point game. Morse back for Baumgartner. 3 minutes, 50 seconds to go. This is absolute dominance. Walker tries to dunk. He's blocked for a foul. And this is the third foul against Michael McEnany, the fourth, the power forward. And the St. Stephen-St. Agnes fans letting the referee hear their displeasure. As Walker will get 2 shots. And he will sink the first. 13 points for him, 50 for Bullis. And he shoots and scores number 2. 14 points for Kyrie Walker. This is Slay passing off for Barnes. Barnes passes inside for Reed. Reed But there's a violation called, apparently 3 seconds. And it's not surprising to see Thompson enter the game, although he has 3 fouls as well. Would you say that the Saints are out of options?
I'd say that they pretty much are at this point.
Okay. But still, we have not seen much of Jared White, although he has 2 fouls. Pass gets completed by Morse. Morse finds the reserve in Ward. Ward for Walker. For Absalom. C.J. Absalom tries to get past his man in Barnes. Absalom leaves the ball back for Baumgartner, but it's stolen. It's taken the other way, and Pollard will score. 4 points for him. Other than that, offensively, he's been pretty much a non-factor. Reed chasing after Morse. Reed almost got Morse, and the ball trickles out of bounds. As we'll see a substitute entering the game, that's Miles Lewis. Look, he was a starter, but he's been rendered pretty much a non-factor in this game. What would you say? I think he's been rendered a non-factor in this game.
I don't think he's done all that much.
And the ball...
Where do you think that was going?
Well, I honestly don't know. I think the Saints must have just put enough pressure on whoever was inbounding the ball to make him throw it away. And now Reed completes the pass for Lewis. And now the ball returned to Reed. Reed recovers. Pass back for Lewis. But a foul will be called. And this is Philip Smith being called for a second foul. And now Miles Lewis has a chance to get on the board should he hit this, if he hits at least one of these free throws. And he will get nothing on that shot. And we'll see Lincoln Yider re-entering the game, replacing Philip Smith. And here is the second shot for Miles Lewis. He scores 1 point at least. He will not be denied as Yider completes the pass for Baumgartner. Baumgartner has the ball on the B. Pass for Absalom. He has to get a jump stop. That's tipped away by Thompson. Still Absalom. Baumgartner eludes his man. Pass inside and Walker with a dunk. 53-31. This is dominance. 2 minutes, 30 seconds to go. Pass inside. Slay. It's off the hands of Thompson. Goes to DePollard. DePollard tries to roll. He misses the shot. Rebound taken away. This is Walker going the other way. Fed for Yider. Yider will score. He now has 9 points. 55-31. 2 minutes, 10 seconds to go. The wheels are really falling off the Saints bus right here. Well, and the wheels just fell off the Saints bus for that travel right there. And 2:02 remains. Ball inbounded. This is Baumgartner for Yider. Yider now in a double team trying to escape. He goes to his right. Pass is complete. He finds Walker. Kyrie Walker with the long two is good. He now has 18 points. And the pass is complete. Miles Lewis finding Slay. And a foul is called as Jared White tries to get into the lane. And Thomas Baltimore has committed another foul. It's his third. And we'll see if Jared White can find his way on the score sheet as Miles Lewis did. He will not. The lid was shut tight on the basket on that attempt. And the shot is good. Jared White now has 1 point. 57-32. Baumgartner finds Morse. Morse now puts the ball on the ground, starts dribbling. He tries to get past Pollard. Whoa! Pass goes to Baltimore. Baumgartner didn't shoot even though he had an open look. He passes off to Morse instead. 1 minute, 23 seconds to go. 57-32. It's a 25-point game. Morse now dribbles to his left. Exchange with the other. Now back to Morse. Behind the back. Now goes to his right hand. Pass inside. Goes. And. Whoa. Kyrie Walker stepped out of bounds. What a big break for the Saints.
They said he traveled.
Well, it looked to me more like he stepped out of bounds with 1:09 to go. And here's Slay. Denmark Slay. Pass across for Miles Lewis. Lewis challenging Morse. Now a minute remains in the third quarter. Pass got complete to White. To Slay. And Slay with a jump shot will score 2. He has 6 points in the game. 57-34. No one on St. Stephen-St Agnes even close to 10 points. As this is Morse looking to get by his man in Slay. Morse, 15 seconds on the shot clock. Will his teammates cut open to support him? 9 seconds. Slay has painted Morse into a corner. Morse, the off-balance shot. Oh my goodness! He made the off-balance shot. I don't believe it. Now that was a shot that he had no business in making. As he swished the leaner. Still, pass is complete. We are now back underway. This is the Poller for Lewis for Slay. Slay. Pass goes for White. And Slay tries to score. Lewis puts it up on a foul. Is called with exactly 8 seconds remaining. And that's another foul against Kyrie Walker. It's his third in the game. And we will see Miles Lewis trying to improve on his 1 point. He does not on that shot with 8 seconds remaining. Vado Morse checks back in, replacing Jake Ward. And Lewis will attempt the next free throw. It rolls in. He has exactly 50% on free throws, 2 of 4. Baumgartner passes tipped. He goes to Yider. Yider eludes his man. Pass to Walker. He is fouled on the way up. It certainly looked like goaltending as well.
I don't think it made its way over the rim.
All right. Well, still Denmark Slay called for the foul. As Kyrie Walker will get 2 free throws with 3 seconds remaining. And the first off the front of the rim. As Jake Ward will check into the game. And Vado Morse getting a well-deserved rest for the last 3 seconds. As the shot is in. Walker will hit the free throw. He now has 19. And the pass is complete. This is DePaula. DePaula will shoot. He will not score as it hits the back rim. 60-35. This scoreline is getting even more ludicrous as time passes. Well, do you think anything really significant will change here in the fourth quarter?
Severely doubt it. I mean, Bullis is up 25. I don't think there's much chance in regaining that deficit, considering that it's more than half of their points that they scored in 3 quarters. I doubt they're going to score that in one quarter to beat Bullis.
Well, I thought that Landon winning Bullis' game on Friday was impossible, but surprisingly enough, they managed a 30-point second quarter.
It's hard to say that Bullis won't score any points, though. That's also extremely unlikely.
Yes, and now Bullis will get the ball to start the fourth quarter, as 8 minutes will remain in this game. barring some unforeseen miracle by the visiting team. And now, Yiter will inbound the ball. He finds a man. He has Baltimore. Baltimore back for Yiter. Yiter trying to cut his way by from Reed. Now he moves to his left hand. He goes up. Passes for Baltimore. The pass for Ward. He is open. Bang! 63-35. And Jake Ward is on the board with a statement of a shot. Reed finds Slay. Slay for Lewis. Lewis, the pass for Reed. Back to Lewis. Lewis trying to go up. No, he passes to the corner instead for Slay. Slay, it's out of control. Slay recovers, but still 10 seconds on the shot clock. This is Reed. Shouting his opposite number in Yiter. Reed rolls, but a foul is called against Bullis. And that is Lincoln Yiter being called. Foul number 4. Foul number 4, and I suspect he'll be out of the. I suspect he'll be taken out of the game right now. Still, Yiter, a very solid statistical contribution with 9 points. Pass goes up for Lewis. He takes a spill. A shot from three-point land, and Slay hits the first three for St. Stephen-St Agnes. 63-38. Morse tries to escape. And a hand check is now committed by Slay, offsetting his statistical contribution, as Morse will receive 1 and 1 as Bullis is in the bonus. Still not enough fouls for the double bonus yet. Morse shoots. He scores. He puts one in. 27 points now. Morse, make it 28. This is just getting ridiculous. And whoa, that pass went nowhere as Denmark Slay hit a spectator's foot with 7:04 to go. 65-38 to go. 65-38 with 7:04 to go. Baumgartner has the ball. Ralphie Baumgartner finding Vado Morse. I think Morse might easily break a scoring record if he keeps going at that pace. Pass completed to Ward. Jake Ward trying to rid himself of his man. He finds Baumgartner. An awful amount of tappy-tappy committed by DePaula. A shot and a score by Walker. The basket will count with the foul. And that is the second foul committed by Slay as Walker now. This is now the second foul committed, by Miles Lewis. As Walker scores, he has passed the 20-point threshold with 22. Pass is completed. This is Bailey. Bailey crossed the timeline, 6 minutes, 40 seconds to go. 68-38. This is a 30-point game. Anselm tries to bat the ball away. Lewis has it. Lewis trying to get his way out of a double team. Pass is completed to DePaula. To Reed. And the ball is put on the floor. It's taken away from Bailey. Morse has it. Morse with a pass for Baumgartner. Baumgartner shakes off Reed. And a man goes down. That is Miles Lewis. He committed the block. And you can tell the difference between a charge and a block. Because charge and a block, on a charge, people usually fall the same direction. Block, he's not facing his opponent, so they fall different directions. Good call by the officials that time. And Baumgartner hits the free throw, his first point of the game. As Smith and Amsterdam and Ward are in the game, there are only 2 starters remaining. With 6:20 remaining. And Baumgartner scores twice. 70 points to 38 in favor of Bullis. Pass is complete to Bailey. Bailey finds a man. He has DePauler. Back for Bailey. Return to Reed. Reed trying to get his way by Ward. To the corner. The shot for 3 is no good. But a foul committed now. And Ephraim Reed clearly in disbelief, as that is McEnany with his 4th foul. Not a very good sign for St. Stephen-St. Agnes to lose one of their top big men. But putting Thompson in with 3 fouls is still a big risk. C.J. Amstrom shoots and scores. His first point of the game. 71-38. One more foul, and Bulls will apparently be in the double bonus. And this is Amsterdam for number 2. He scores again on the free throw. 72-38. Pass is completed. That's Bailey for DePauler to Reed. Reed passing out, and a foul. And that's C.J. Amstrom committing his 3rd foul. He apparently held down McEnany. Maybe that was payback for the foul that McEnany committed on him earlier. And here is the shot. It rolls in. 3 points for him. 72-39, Bullis leads with 6 minutes exactly remaining. And McEnany will try. Shot number 2. He will not get it. 72-39. And it's put up and in. Now 2 more points. And it's 72-41 with 5:51 remaining. Still play stops. And Bulls will receive the ball. Now, what was that stoppage for?
The referee believed that he was hurt in some way.
Yes, and now we are underway. This is Yiter finding Baumgartner. Pass into Smith. Phelps Smith to the corner for Ward. Back for Smith. Into Baumgartner. Baumgartner calling out the offense. Baumgartner, pass completed to Yiter. To Amsterdam. Amsterdam for Yiter. Yiter goes up. And the finger roll, no good. Remember, taken back the other way. This is Bailey. Bailey, pass. Shot, scored by DePauler. He now has 6. Now ball being taken back the other way. This is Ward. Ward exchanges with Baumgartner. Receives the return pass. 5 minutes, 18 seconds to go. Ward. Forceful chest pass out to Yiter. Yiter. The long 2 is no good. Rebound now taken away. This is Reed. Reed finding Bailey. And the shot is no good. Dominic Bailey was apparently fouled on the way up as we see Xavier Lipscomb checking back into the game with 5:05 remaining. And that is the 3rd foul against Smith. And Bailey shoots and scores. And Bailey shoots and scores again. Bailey so far has 8 points in this game. This is Baumgartner finding Yiter. 5 minutes to go. Bulls 72. 45 points for St. Stephen-St. Agnes. This is Baumgartner. An awful amount of pushing committed by the Saints, and that is another foul for Bailey. His 2nd. And this is the 10th foul, so for every foul from now on, Bulls receives 2 free throws. Ward will hit the first. He got the friendly roll. A number of substitutes checking into the game, including Niles McCoy. 73-45. We'll see if Ward can hit shot number 2. He cannot. Still, 4 points is better than 3. 73-45. One more make, and it's a 30-point game. And whoa! It looked as though Xavier Lipscomb took a knee. And you can't kneel in basketball. This isn't football. Give that guy a manual. What is he doing?
Can't say that I know.
And now we see a substitute coming into the game. That is Lewis Wilson entering the game. The 6'4" sophomore forward from Bowie, Maryland. That junior forward from Bowie, Maryland, excuse me. Pass completed from Baumgartner to Yiter. Yiter trying to shake off his opposing number. Ephraim Reed. 4 minutes, 36 seconds Pass is completed. This is McCoy. McCoy finds a man in Baumgartner. In for Yider. Yider for Baumgartner for three. Off the rim. Rebound now picked up by the Saints. That was Delgado. Pass goes to Lipscomb. Lipscomb for Reed. Reed finding a man. That's Delgado. It's taken away by Ward. Ward has it. He puts a pass up for Yider. McCoy can't get the handle. Saints going the other way. This is Reed, and it's blocked out of bounds with 4:04 remaining. And now Slay the second will substitute back into the game. And we will see Derek Thomas entering, replacing Lincoln Yider. We only see one starter on the court now, and that is Baumgartner, number 1. Pass complete from Delgado. And the shot by Slay, blocked. Slay, his own rebound, taken away by Baumgartner on the rebound. 3 minutes, 53 seconds to go, 73-45. This is 28 points of a differential, and it's turned over. He's going the other way, and Bailey cannot get it. Still, now McCoy with the rebound. That's a stat that you want. The pass is complete, and a three-point shot is good. Derek Thomas finds his way onto the score sheet with a three. 76-45, a 31-point game, and a foul now committed.
There he is.
And finally, the biggest man on the court and in the house will be checking in, and that is number 44, Wataru Muntari. He has a mountain in his name, and he certainly looks like a mountain out here. And the Bulls fan section making their appreciation known for big number 44.
Very liked by the Bulls community.
And now, Dominic Bailey will be shooting 1-1. He will miss the first shot. Montali tips it away. And Thompson plays it out of bounds, but he savagely knocked it off the leg of Niles McCoy. With 3:21, 27 on the shot clock. Pass is complete to Delgado. Luca Delgado moving to his left. Receives the return pass. Delgado returns it back for Lipscomb. Lipscomb trying to cut in. Delgado for three. Bang! 76-48. Now, and this is Ward. Ward trying to cut past his man as there's a substitute at the table in Jared White. Pass is now complete. That is Wilson. Lewis Wilson finding Thomas. Thomas for McCoy, but it's out of bounds. With 2:53 remaining. And now that is Jared White replacing Dominic Bailey. Pass is now completed. That is Lipscomb exchanging the ball with Jamal Barnes. Barnes, a key reserve, but it's out of bounds. Jared White could not handle the pass. And now the pass is complete. Now the pass inbounds. Ward touches it. Ward picks up. Ward tries to pass to Montari. Pass goes the other way. This is Reed finding Lipscomb inside. Up and over for Thompson, who scores. Still Montari with a great contest on the shot. The inbound pass is completed. That was Wilson for Ward. Montari trying to get his place in the post. He calls for the ball. Pass completed to Thomas, but it bounces off his hands out of bounds. Still, it hit a Saints player with 2:17 to go. Well, Montari clearly showing some potential. As should Thomas hit that shot, that would be an assist for the big man. Montari gets the ball. He puts it up, missed. Rebounds. Well, he'll get his chance again. 76-50. Bulls by 26. And a foul now called against Jake Ward. And Jake Ward with his first foul. The 10th foul against Bullis. Now, both teams in the double bonus. We'll see if Lipscomb can take advantage because he's been held scoreless all game long. Shot good. Lipscomb records his first point with 2:06 remaining, 76-51. A 25-point game. Here's Lipscomb. He hits both. 76-52 now. This is Wilson. Finds a man. He has Derek Thomas for a three. Thomas to Ward. Ward up for Montori. Montori back for Ward. Pass complete. Shot missed. Rebound. Montori tries for it, but unsuccessfully. This is Lipscomb. Xavier Lipscomb. Behind the back, it's tipped away. Ball now recovered by Bullis. Great play by Derek Thomas. Thomas tries to find a teammate. Now he has the ball himself. Tries to pass it off of an opponent and out of bounds, but White has it. White to Thompson. And Montori tries for the block, but the score by Thompson. He now has 7 points. This is Ward. 125. Shot clock will end at 1 minute exactly. This is Ward. Ward has the ball, 76-54. Now there are no starters in the game. Pass is complete for Thomas. Thomas, lob pass in for Montori. It's tipped away. I don't know why they're forcing that play inside. Pass, Todd, and Lipscomb goes up for the shot, but he is fouled.
I think it's just what the fans want to see right now.
And that is a foul. And it looks like Niles McCoy commits his second foul. Lipscomb has 2 points, both off free throws. As he will hit the next one, 3 points for him, 76-56. This is a 20-point game. Well, I don't think the refs enforced that correctly. It should have been delayed violation, and then the free throw would count. But still, Lipscomb will have to reshoot. But that don't faze him none as he gets his 2 points the hard way. Pass complete to Ward. Ward puts the ball on the floor. 1 minute to go. He starts the dribble, moves to his left. He finds a man. He has Derek Thomas. Thomas has a man. Thomas for three. Off the rim. Rebound tipped. And it's now taken away. This is Barnes. Jamal Barnes cutting into the lane, but a traveling violation. 44.7 seconds remaining. And now the pass is complete to Ward. Ward finds a man. This is Niles McCoy. Niles with Styles. He was strong. Niles McCoy with 2 points. He finds a way on the score sheet. Maybe they'll find a way to get Montari there as well. This is Lipscomb. Lipscomb leaves the ball back for 2. Rebound picked up by McCoy. McCoy now going the other way. McCoy passes man. Pass Lipscomb. That is blocked, but a bit hard. And there's an open man in Barnes who will dunk it. Make it 78-58, but still 10 seconds with a 20-point lead. They'll just be content to bleed the clock. McCoy has it, 4 seconds. What will you do? Just let the clock tick away, and 78-58 is the final score. Bullis leads by 20 in a game that was never very much in doubt. And I'm Eli Zutsomirski along with my colleague, cameraman, and analyst Henry saying good night to you on behalf of Bullis School and the athletics department.
Back to status. Like that.